Australia has converted a US-made Abrams tank into a Chinese-style surrogate vehicle to make combat training more realistic for its troops. Canberra has unveiled an M1A2 Abrams disguised to resemble a PLA Type-99 tank as part of exercises simulating high-end conflict. The Australian Army says the PLA-inspired surrogate tank is designed to improve battlefield realism during training against peer adversaries. The modified Abrams reflects Australia's growing focus on preparing its forces for potential high-intensity conflict in the Indo-Pacific region. Australia has unveiled an M1A2 Abrams tank disguised as a Chinese Type-99 main battle tank for military training. According to the War Zone, the PLA-style surrogate has been designed to add greater realism to combat exercises. Experts said the Chinese-style paint scheme is intended to improve target identification under battlefield conditions. Australia said the tank will serve as an opposing force vehicle during Exercise Tungsten Forge and Gauntlet Strike. Australia's new M1A2 Abrams. M1A2 SEPv3, Australia's latest generation main battle tank, acquired to modernise the Australian Army's armoured fleet. Main armament, equipped with a 120mm smoothbore cannon capable of engaging enemy armour, fortified positions, and other battlefield targets. Protection, features advanced composite armour, upgraded survivability systems, and a modern fire control suite for greater battlefield effectiveness. Service. First deliveries to the Australian Army began in 2024 under the Land 907 Phase 2 modernisation programme. According to available visuals, the modified Abrams has been painted in PLA-style digital camouflage to resemble China's Type-99 main battle tank. Experts also noted that dummy external fuel drums were added to make the vehicle appear even closer to the PLA design. Type-99 inspired features. Camouflage. Finished in PLA-style digital camouflage to closely resemble a Chinese Type-99 main battle tank. Rear profile. Fitted with dummy external fuel drums to replicate the appearance of PLA armored vehicles. Configuration. Configured as a visual opposing force, OPFOR, vehicle for realistic combat training exercises. Purpose. Helps troops improve target recognition, threat identification, and engagement decisions under battlefield conditions. The War Zone said surrogate vehicles help soldiers recognize and identify enemy armor more effectively under combat stress. According to reports, Canberra is acquiring 75 new M1A2 SEPv3 Abrams tanks under its Land 907 Phase 2 modernization program. The report said the training reflects Australia's growing focus on preparing for potential conflict in the Indo-Pacific. It also noted that the People's Liberation Army has used mock Western military vehicles to prepare for possible future conflicts. China has previously built HIMARS surrogates and mock US warship targets for large-scale military exercises. China has reportedly built a full-scale replica of a US Navy destroyer in the Taklamakan Desert, according to The Telegraph. New satellite images showed what appears to be a mock Arleigh Burke-class destroyer measuring roughly 510 feet in length. The imagery was captured by US-based satellite company Vanter, which identified the newly constructed desert structure. The replica reportedly includes features resembling a real US warship, including a flight deck, bridge, and deck guns. Taiwan Defense Studies Initiative co-founder Joseph Wu first identified the project after reviewing satellite imagery last month. The mock warship is located in Xinjiang's Taklamakan Desert, where China has previously constructed replica US military targets. Satellite images from 2021 had already revealed mock US aircraft carriers and destroyers at the same testing complex. Defense analysts believe the replicas are used to test Chinese missiles and sensors against realistic US naval target profiles. Experts say such mock-ups could help the PLA refine targeting data and improve strike planning for future maritime operations. Separate reports also said the PLA has built mock-ups of Taiwanese government buildings for military training and assault rehearsals. Amid intensifying Taiwan tensions, China has unveiled a powerful high-power microwave weapon system that researchers say could target and disable satellites orbiting the Earth. The disclosure came through a research paper published in July 2026 by Chinese scientists from the National University of Defense Technology. The findings appeared in the peer-reviewed journal High Power Laser and Particle Beams, giving the claims scientific weight and drawing immediate scrutiny from Western defense and space analysts. The report claims China's HPM weapon system can now generate an extraordinary 100 gigawatts of microwave energy, a level of output that could overwhelm and destroy the electronics of almost any satellite. The system achieves that staggering output by combining multiple high-power pulse generators working in synchronization, pooling their energy to produce a single concentrated and devastating microwave blast. Chinese scientists involved in the research say the HPM technology has now crossed from laboratory experiments into practical real-world applications, a shift that signals the weapon is far closer to deployment than previously understood. According to the report, HPM weapons could now credibly threaten entire low-Earth orbit satellite constellations, putting thousands of commercial and military satellites at risk of being disabled in a single coordinated pulse. According to the South China Morning Post, constellations like Starlink could be struck at an extremely low cost relative to the satellite's value, making this a devastatingly asymmetric and affordable counter-strategy for China. The HPM system fires tightly concentrated bursts of high-power microwave energy, directing them with precision toward electronic targets in the sky or in orbit above. Unlike conventional weapons, it attacks electronic systems directly rather than using explosives, silently burning out circuits and rendering satellites useless without any visible physical destruction. It is specifically engineered to disrupt or permanently damage low-Earth orbit satellites, the backbone of modern military communications, GPS navigation, and battlefield surveillance. A sophisticated multi-module design allows multiple pulse generators to fire in precise coordination, boosting the combined output to a staggering 100 gigawatts of concentrated destructive power. Each compact pulse generator contributes its portion of the total energy, firing simultaneously so their outputs merge into a single overwhelming and targeted microwave strike. The entire system is being built specifically for future anti-satellite and electronic warfare missions, signaling that China is already planning how to strip away enemy sensors from the very first moments of a conflict. Chinese researchers say the next phase of development will focus on making future versions smaller, cheaper, and more precise, potentially enabling deployment from ships, aircraft, and mobile ground vehicles. The paper also revealed that the weapon's power system is engineered to start and operate reliably even at -40 degrees Celsius, a capability that dramatically expands where and when it can be used. That cold weather tolerance could allow China's electronic warfare units to deploy the system in Arctic, high-altitude, or polar regions, opening up new theaters of conflict that were previously considered too extreme for sensitive military hardware. All of this comes as China's latest submarine missile tests have already placed U.S. territories like Guam and Hawaii in the crosshairs, suggesting Beijing is assembling a layered strategy to blind, jam, and strike simultaneously.